Hey YouTube, what's going on? Frans and Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah. Here I
Island.
am. Yeah.
Frans and Dylan. GeauxRouge. This is like episode, I don't know. I texted it to you, Brian. What is this? Episode 125. 125 of these. We're just chilling out with some beauty pageant folk. No big deal. Miss Louisiana, USA. Miss Louisiana teen. So we're about to start. Hang in there for a second.
90 seconds.
Okay. That's not like right about to start. So if you're on, why won't it come up on Google? I mean, on YouTube. Oh, it's live right now. Okay. So it's live. Okay. So I'll do the intro of the show, and then I'm just going to get it right in there. He'll start some intro music, which I feel like I like the intro music. Let's not do anything on the intro music.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thanks, Frans.
I'm not seeing y'all yet. Are you seeing?
I saw love.
It says it's live, but I don't see it live.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. You are definitely there.
Your job, Dylan, is I'm going to hand you this, and I just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn right it is.
Yeah.
This is life right here. Make sure your phones are on. She's like on TV every day. On TV.
Nope.
It's okay. It's just dead air. All right, welcome to another episode of the GeauxRouge Radio Show. If you're watching on YouTube right now on the GeauxRouge channel, shout out to all three of you. Or if you're listening on the radio, Drive Time, Talk 107.3, we love you. We're glad you're listening today. A lot of stuff going on in the city today. We've got a full show for you. The back half of the show, second half, we're going to have BR Mattress in the house, Mr. Mitch Kimble. We're going to have the Helen Frink. Brian Haldane's on Master Controls right now. It's fair to say, I'm just going to say it, Helen Frink's one of my favorite human beings. Having her on the show every single time is a gift, not only to me, but to the listeners. So Helen's going to come on and talk to us about a festival, 225 Festival.
I'm excited.
And that sweet voice you just heard, folks, is our guest co-host, guest co-host, Dylan Ferguson.
The distinguishment.
Brian didn't like it. Brian didn't like it. What's up, Brian?
No. If you're on YouTube right now, my apologies in advance. I have to go back and edit it because where you said fest, I put in feet.
225.
There's a little bit of mess. 225 feet.
Feats of strength.
That is completely on me.
And that about sets the tone for the rest of the episode there, folks. So, more importantly, who's going to be in the first half of the show? We have Sylvia Masters, Miss Louisiana USA, and then we have the Miss Louisiana teen, Avery Crawford. We have both of these pageant winners in the house. I'm very excited. As you know, Dylan, or maybe you haven't known, Helen knows this. I love pageantry.
I didn't know that.
The only thing better than having two pageant winners in the studio on the show is if I myself had a crown, which is a recurring, like, I want to get a crown. So we're going to welcome these ladies to the show in a second. But before we do that, we're going to thank our show hosts. You know, the one show,
or the sponsor?
The show sponsor, the one show sponsor that makes this entire thing happen.
I love this part. Yeah.
It's Defense Firm in the multiverse. So that is my lemonade stand. That is my day job. I'm actually trying a case next week. It's like the fourth trial in a couple of months. It's like getting out of hand.
I love that they're letting you do this, even though you have that important case coming up.
Yeah,
the whole firm
about this
is still standing behind you.
Yeah. So, Borchardt Law Firm, www.borchartlawfirm.com. Coolest thing happened before we start. Coolest thing happened. I got a client. I'm not going to name his name. He's a juvenile. He has a social media presence of nearly 1 million people.
Incredible.
He makes like little videos, and I got him out of some stuff, and he made like a video and like
For you?
tagged me in it and everything. Yeah.
Did you pick up some followers? Or
I may have.
Are you trending? Or are you? Yeah.
So super cool. Small world.
Other juvenile.
So like, you know, when you have like 800,000 to 1 million followers, you like make money on social media.
Right.
You know, like
That's
that's
all
what
it
we all
is.
want to do, right?
Yeah.
We want to make money. Like Brian and I just like make a little money on the social media stuff. Anyways, so that being said, without further, Dylan, by the way, thank you for being on the show today.
Oh, of course.
So, all right. So, one of my close friends, Stephanie Posa, shout out to Queen Posa, who is a Mardi Gras parade crew, Artemis Queen, texted me the other day and said, hey, you need to have these people on the show. And like Helen Frink, if I'm told by Helen Frink or Stephanie Posa, you need to do something, it's like a 99% chance that I really should do that. And so, hence, we have Queen Sylvia Masters, Miss Louisiana USA. Welcome to the show. And Queen Avery Crawford, Miss Louisiana Teen. Ladies, welcome to the GeauxRouge show.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to start with you, Sylvia. Sylvia, your day job is you are a news anchor in Lafayette, right? You are a news anchor in Lafayette, and also you are now officially Miss Louisiana USA, which means next level, you're about to compete in Miss USA, right?
That's right. You know, right now I'm doing 2 jobs. It's really the best of both worlds for me. I love my day job. I'm a morning news anchor in Lafayette, and I was just crowned along with Avery over the weekend as Miss Louisiana USA, and it's another job, you know.
It's another job.
It really is.
All right, so we're going to start there.
Okay.
And Avery, I promise we're going to get to you. I promise you, because I've got so many questions.
I just want to say that I can hear it now. Like when we were talking downstairs, like I was like, oh, news anchor, huh? But now, like definitely 90%.
Like, yeah.
News anchor voice, radio host, radio face.
So for being outshined.
It doesn't take much on this one.
Yeah.
So, okay, so talk to me about, I know that there is a stereotype of the beauty pageant happens, you get the crown, you wave, and then that's it. But there are like responsibilities, right? Walk me through the responsibilities of being Miss Louisiana USA.
Well, it's a lot of work just to get into this, you know, pageantry. And, you know, for instance, I competed for this title 6 years in a row. But the job, the responsibility after you win, it really starts the next day. We have a contract signing, and we really just hit the ground running. And like, for instance, this week I've, you know, just traveled to different cities across the state. And, you know, today, for instance, I was at a local school and talking with students. But
So we're going to step back.
state.
We're going to step back a second.
All right.
The lawyer and me just have to step back.
All right, what you got?
Contract.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what are you giving away? What do they get? I mean, you don't have to give me numbers. Are you employed by the pageant? Is I guess what I'm getting at.
I say employed because we don't make
Queen.
money.
Right.
At the same time, no. I mean, we're a part now of the organization.
Of the history.
Yeah.
of the organization. So nobody can take that away from you.
Exactly. I mean, it's a blessing, really.
It's a morning anchor, though. I'm a morning show host as well, and TV people get up way before radio people. So you like haul out after your morning show to travel the state.
That's correct.
And you're still vertical
Respect.
at
13
in the evening.
2:30.
2:30. I was about to ask. Unbelievable.
But I would imagine with Mardi Gras parades happening, I'm sure you're in a parade, right?
Yes. Sunday, I'll be in Homa.
Nice.
For the Hyacinthans Parade, and then next Friday I'm going back to Homa. That's my hometown. That's where I'm from.
Gotcha.
And
Where'd you go to high
then
school?
Vanderbilt Catholic. Go to
Just like our kid Wazan.
Yes.
You too?
Yeah. Good old Homa.
You just
Born and
know.
raised on the bayou, but now I live in Lafayette.
And you escaped to Lafayette. How nice.
Yep.
So 6 times. I'm going to use a word I read about. Grit.
Oh.
Grit.
Good
so
one.
6 times. And by the way, this was your last opportunity, right?
This was my last attempt because basically what we call age out. So this was my last year of eligibility, and I knew that I wanted this, and it just happened.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't. It took a lot of hard work, obviously, determination and perseverance, and you know, I was told no and not yet for 5 years in a row, but I kept going because I love it.
So next thing for you is you are competing in the Miss USA against, I guess, at least 49 other women, if not. Do we do territories as well? Or
I think so, right? Puerto Rico and Guam, yeah?
No.
No,
Oh,
just kidding.
just 49.
Yeah,
49.
49.
Get yourself a state, and then you can come play. And my point is that inappropriate?
No, it's fine.
So, dude. Okay, so here's the thing I want to point out.
Okay.
That's right. Only Frans Borkhardt calls beauty queen dude.
I was going to let it slide.
You've been on?
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Queen. You, no matter what happens next level, you are Miss Louisiana USA. That is a huge accomplishment, right? And then the next level is getting to compete on a national level. I mean, I want you to win. Dylan wants you to win.
Sure.
Wants you to win. Just saying is like this roller coaster of yours. Are you gonna? I mean, because I know you're like your mindset is okay. Next thing, Miss USA, right? Right. Have you taken a minute to like soak in the fact that soak in, not suck in.
Yeah.
Soak in the fact that you hit the dream, right? You got it.
I really don't know if it has sunk in yet. I know.
Sunk in.
I mean, like,
That's
yeah.
good.
I mean, when I was
That's
on
good, Graham.
stage, Avery and I were both, I think, shocked. And the former Miss Louisiana, Katie Scannell, when she was crowning me, she kept saying, you know, you're going to Miss USA, you're going to Miss USA. And I wasn't thinking about that. I wanted to be Miss Louisiana USA so bad. There's so many things to do around our state. You know, obviously being from here, having such a passion for Louisiana, I'm just so excited for the opportunities around the state here.
That's what I was curious about is what kind of things are you going to be doing now that
Yeah.
you're Miss Louisiana?
I mean, there's so many
USA.
things. I mean, obviously, I have causes and organizations that are important to me as well as Avery.
The top cause right here, right now. Top cause.
Cancer research.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a good answer. That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a pageant answer. I love it.
Yes.
10. Yes.
Yes. And so I want, that's a cause that's most important to me. My father passed away from cancer, and of course, yeah, I mean, cancer is a big deal in our state, and we have one of the highest statistics in the country when it comes to cancer-related deaths.
Like an allium.
Yeah, no,
Cancer. Yeah.
exactly.
So, I don't want. No offense, Sylvia, Queen Sylvia.
Go ahead, what you got?
You're a big deal, but we also have Queen Avery in here. So, Avery, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Avery, obviously. I'm 16 years old. I'll be 17 in 2-ish weeks, and I go to the Dunham School in Baton Rouge, born and raised in Baton Rouge. Yes.
Awesome. And you were just crowned Miss Louisiana Teen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, talk to me about that journey. How does one get from I'm just chilling out in the mean streets of Dunham, and all of a sudden, you know, I mean, it's mean. It's mean out
Dunham
there.
stuff?
It's no,
Tough
it's a
town.
great
Okay,
school.
gotcha,
Great school.
gotcha.
It's about as mean as like Episcopal.
Okay.
So here we are. How does one get from just chilling out teen to I'm going to be in beauty pageants to I'm going to compete to be the top teen in the state of Louisiana?
So my journey actually started 2 years ago. I randomly decided I wanted to do a pageant, and my mom was like, okay, let's do it, because she always wanted to put me in them, but
Was your mom in pageants?
she did one when she was like 4. So I would say no.
She was like Honey Boo Boo?
No, she did she was little, but she
Okay.
didn't ever continue it. But yeah, so I started 2 years ago. I wanted to do a pageant, and I got into it. My first pageant, I was 3rd runner up, and I was like, okay, I love this. It's something I'd never done before. I grew up doing all-star competitive cheer, so this was a lot different, a different adrenaline rush that I was looking for, I think. And yeah, I met my pageant coach a couple weeks after my first pageant, and she got me started in
Coaches?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a whole
Coaches.
There's a reason I don't have a crown. I'm just saying. You have a coaches.
Yeah.
It's a whole economy.
Coaches. Yes.
Wow. How long does it take to prep for one pageant?
On the pageant and like what you want to do, but I don't know. It just depends.
Perspective of I'm asking for the perspective of if you decided tomorrow, hey, I want to play jazz flute. I got to learn how to play jazz. You know what I mean? It's like so you and your mom just hanging out. Your mom's like, when I was 4, I was in a pageant. Like did you do research on the front end first? She says 2.
2 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to your mom. Nice lady.
Big shout
Here,
out.
letting you be here. She probably regrets it. So point is like, how much front end research did you have to do? And I guess same question to you, Sylvia. Like before you started doing your first pageant, like talk to me about that.
So my first pageant, I didn't know anything going in. I didn't know there was coaches. I didn't know any of that. So after my first one, the director told me, like, get a coach. You could do really well at this. So I did. I found one out where I lived, and yeah, she got me started in a smaller system, and I made my way up from there. But yeah, as far as
So a smaller system, you mean like smaller pageants, that like a pageant circuit that you worked before?
Yeah.
So what were those like?
Like street basketball versus NBA.
Right. What were the names of some of those pageants?
So system, and it's more of an old school system, very small. Yeah, but they're more. It's a lot different than what me and Sylvia do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was looking for like some kind of parish festival where something.
Permission to get quasi-serious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So-
and still,
You are festival queen.
I'm still festival queen.
Okay,
Still
so
doesn't go away from.
riddle
Once
me
you're the
this.
queen, you
Riddle me
remain
this.
a queen.
Both of you. How many crowns do you have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh,
A
Goodness.
lot.
a lot.
Easter bunny on it, actually.
Okay. So Sylvia, tell me.
Maybe eight. A good eight. A
8
good,
crowns.
yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Like big, good crowns that I actually wear places. 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're
How many
being
that you don't
these
want?
two beautiful human
lot.
beings are being modest. They walked into the studio with these glass boxes, and I'm like, "What is that? A pirate stadium? Is that what is that?" She's like, "They're both like very much like, dude, that's what we put our crowns in. Hey, hand her the crown."
Do we have? Whoa.
So, look, I may never get a crown.
This is.
If you're watching on
Very-
YouTube, you get to actually see this. But like, here's the deal:
See it.
I may never get a crown. I'd settle for the box for the crown at this point. All right, so you have like 2 that you kind of wear. You have 8, and then
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of all the, I've done now this for a little while, and the 6 years in a row to get to this title for me, I did a lot of preliminary pageants, so like cities to get to the state.
okay.
So
So we've got a bunny on one. Any
Yeah,
other
it-
interesting wildlife or
Did it was-
vegetables?
So
Yeah.
So we got about 7 minutes left. If you're just tuning in to the Go Rouge show, we've got Miss Louisiana and Miss Louisiana USA, Miss Louisiana Teen, Miss Louisiana USA. Okay, so what are the Miss Louisiana Teen responsibilities?
It's honestly, I would say the same as Sylvia's. We do kind of the same things. I'm still going to go to schools and read, and we do a lot of stuff together as well. We're going next week to a veterans medical center, and we get to hand out Valentines and just visit with them. The next day, I'm going to go read to a school, and I have causes that are important to me as well. So I've been representing St. Bernard Parish this year, and we do a lot of coastal reconstruction.
Awesome.
So
Whoa.
that's another big cause that's important to me and very important to our state. So I plan on doing stuff with them too.
Okay, so talk to me about how Dunham has responded to you being Miss Louisiana Teen, because I would imagine they're happy about it, right?
Yes, sir.
And
They're
Avery,
really
they're very happy. What are your classmates like? Like, is this like kind of like being friends with like the homecoming queen except on steroids? What's it like?
My friends they actually all came to my pageant. All 9 of my best friends came and they supported me and they were there when I won. But no, when I went back to school, I got a million questions, a million congratulations from all my teachers and everything. Because it is a small school. It's very much everyone knows everything. So the second they posted on Facebook, everybody knew. So,
Right.
but yeah, my teachers and everyone have been super supportive and just happy for me.
Sylvia, you like do like news anchoring, right?
right.
Right.
Yeah,
Like everything, like you're talking about weather, like sports, like
General Lafayette news.
General Lafayette.
Yeah, well, thankfully I don't have to do
Murder,
the
mayhem.
weather. Yeah, just,
Right.
news.
So like, what has been the response of like the station? Are they like, this ain't the pageant circuit, yo?
Yeah. It's a completely different world. How my coworkers are like, Avery, asking questions. Tell us about the system. What's it like? The different phases of competition. A lot of people don't know a lot about pageantry. And I think that's what we're excited to tell people about.
What can we do? I mean, when we're talking about causes, Sylvia, I think a major cause is we need to really spread the word about pageantry.
I agree.
I love
That's
Yeah.
that's your takeaway. Cultural relation, cancer research. Your pageantry is where we're. That's
I would
more.
like to end
Yeah.
cancer. I would like to end world hunger,
Mm.
and by God, I want a crown.
Yeah,
I'm willing. I'm just saying.
you're on the
Like,
path, man.
there's a place in Mobile that makes crowns, like the Cigar crowns, and I could. And if I just wanted to earn Well, if I just wanted to buy a crown, I could, but it's like a rodeo belt buckle. If you just like have one, it's not as good.
Doesn't
as
mean
you
as much.
earn it.
Right.
You get to earn the crown. So like if I go to Mobile and just buy a crown, it's like
Not the same.
right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Sylvia got it. I
Pretty.
You could say it was
I would
the
Good, but
Borghardt
yeah.
law firm pageant. They put on a pageant and you won that.
I was once offered to sponsor, not a pageant, but something in that realm, and I actually declined because I was worried, which is our last topic. I was worried about the optics of a criminal defense law firm. So like one of the things I want to talk to you ladies about is I love pageants, right? And it's not just because I like beautiful people doing beautiful things. I like the fact of women's empowerment. Helen will confirm this. I'm all about women's empowerment. And we're in a different world now than we were yesterday, right? So what is the vibe you're getting, being that you're both queens, what is the vibe you're getting today of pageants? Because it used to be pageants had like this one little stereotype to it, and now I feel like it's totally different. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I look at pageants now. You gain obviously a lot of confidence, but you also get and have to be responsible. So responsibility comes with the job a lot, of course. Nowadays with kids and social media, I mean, you know, have to be careful with what you put out there and what you promote. But also, I mean, for me, looking at my journey through pageants, I've gained confidence, and we go through a personal interview with the judges, and you know, I look at where I'm at now in my career and life and talking to people on a daily basis and public speaking. I've gained a lot of confidence in that interview portion with pageantry and being on stage in, you know, a swimsuit and 6-inch heels, not gonna lie. You know.
And how about you, Avery?
I definitely think that stigma of no one really knows what we do needs to be squished because we do a lot and
Squish it.
yeah, don't get it. But we really do a lot, and like I realized this, I knew this, but until I was actually thrown into it, I didn't know how much like it would just take. Like me and Sylvia have had to plan so many things and respond to so many appearance requests, and it's like it's a lot.
To get them on the show.
What was that?
I've had this show for nearly 3 years now, and I've never had to apply for an appearance request. My guess. And the funny thing was, God bless both of them, they were coming on the show, right? I was not like honestly, the lawyer in me who does what I do for a living, the former prosecutor in me, is like, for a team guest, I feel like I really should like have like parental consent.
There should be some kind of that's good. Yeah.
God bless your mom and I actually knew each other, so like it was like okay, he's not. Yeah. So point being, that I've never had to jump through those kind of hoops for any guest. I mean, Helen Frink, I'm just like, yo, girl, what you doing right now? So that being said, we're about out of time for this segment. Last thing, biggest thing that you would want people to know about Miss Teen pageants and Miss USA pageants. Go. Biggest thing.
I guess that we do a lot more than y'all see. A lot of people just see, oh, we're on a stage. You said this earlier. We're on a stage. We get a crown, and that's it. And that's just not the case at all in the slightest. We do a lot after the crown and until we give up. So I wish people would just see that, and you can follow our social medias to see that too.
Sylvia, what about you?
Yeah, the goodness and the impact that the title is going to bring both of us. You know, the ability to walk into any kind of, you know, all these opportunities, different kinds of doors, you know, just us saying hi, our names. When we say hi, I'm Sylvia Masters, Miss Louisiana USA, or Avery Crawford, Miss Louisiana USA. It you know, brings us to another level, and we're both ready to serve.
So from a petty, selfish standpoint, I need you to win Miss USA so I can say,
oh, Miss USA was on the show.
We were here. Yeah. Remember that time I had the LSU women's basketball coach before she won like a whole bunch of games on the show before anybody else? And I was like, I want you to remember this moment, coach.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to be coming back, second segment. Ladies, thank you so much for bringing the crowns. We'll be bringing the GeauxRouge show back after this short break.
That's great. Yeah, nice job. Yeah.
So you're still hot.
Okay.
Ladies, thank you so much. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
It's nice meeting you.
Yes.
Dude, seriously, keep it up. Good luck.
Thank you.
And when you win, you have to come back.
Okay, we'll do. Not a problem. We'll be back. Yep.
Good job, y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. All right, so second half of the show, guys. I've got Helen Frink on for 5, and then the Mitch Kimble story. BR Mattress, baby.
We're standers now.
Hate standing.
We used to be sitters, but now we're on.
My shoe in my not
Do you
implant.
want to know why we're really
What do you
standing?
call it? Inserts.
Inserts. Oh, yeah.
You know why we're really standing?
Why is that?
Because
You can put more people.
while I have lost a lot of weight, and gotten back.
They
in
got
the
bad
outfit.
posture.
Oh,
Did not want to sit slumpy next
Yeah.
to you.
slump. Even when
Yeah.
I see myself on the YouTube, because I'm leaning into the mic.
I have news for you after this.
Good news, man.
Good news for me.
Oh,
I have a new job.
congratulations!
Okay, YouTube. Yeah.
They didn't hear me say.
I don't know about that.
Wait, so are you an attorney also?
No.
No.
She could run some lives.
What do you do?
Currently I work for the city parish. I was with the mayor's office for nearly 4 years,
Frans.
and now I've been with information services doing data analytics and performance for a year. So now you're sitting. Okay.
He can't do it anymore.
That's,
Yeah.
Old man.
none of us are pretty bad.
Yes.
Do you ever do pageant stuff?
What do you think?
I think Mardi Gras stuff, yeah. Pageant stuff, yeah. Okay.
I tried with Spanish Town King, and that's as close as I got.
Whoa. Okay.
Small world. I was doing Court TV a week ago, and one of their producer people, her dad was a Spanish Town King in the 80s.
80s. Wow.
I was like,
my dad was writing then. My dad probably knows him. Maybe not that. No, he was writing in the 90s.
last name Neil.
Hasn't narrowed down very much.
Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Queen, thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Jacob Hutchinson from Homa says hello and says you look great and you're doing a wonderful job. That's where my Go Terriers came from. I texted him, I was like, just want to let you know I had a Go Terrier, so you're welcome. He says hello. I will.
Let's share the video again.
Should I break my news on YouTube?
What's the news?
Of my new job. Director of Affairs for Planned Parenthood statewide.
Dog. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Big dog.
Whoa.
Big dog.
Whoa.
Yeah. Flex. I'll be back with some propaganda soon.
Sure.
Yes. Back on the show.
The Catholic in me loves it.
Yeah. Can we do that?
I'll say it's all about health.
I'm a civil rights guy, so it's all good.
Yeah. I'll host the show that week. Probably will. Yeah.
Selfie too. Make sure you take a selfie.
I'm gonna get my notes up. Make sure I hit my talking points from.
So,
So wait, so this year, have you been
Helen
putting on this festival? Is this
brand new. Inaugural.
I know. I've seen it on social media just constantly.
No, well, I'll say there's many people behind it. Myra
Okay.
Richardson. If you're not familiar with her, you should get familiar.
Myra Richard.
Yeah,
the
follow her on
only time-
Instagram.
Her?
Getting stuff done.
And then when I had her on the show, it was the first time I got.
I told you to put her on. Are you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were here together. They can't hear.
Yeah, they don't have microphones out there.
Welcome back to the GeauxRouge Radio Show. This
And
is
YouTube show.
And YouTube show. It's your host, Frans Borkart, co-host Dylan Ferguson.
Oh, guest co-host though. I think is
I
the.
think they go.
I think go host.
No.
Go host.
Go host.
Brian Allen's on Master Control. If you weren't around for the first segment, you just missed two beautiful, talented women coming on the show. Miss Louisiana teen, Miss Louisiana USA. It's like I've upped the class of this show by a couple of notches.
Whoa.
Which segues me into now I have
There we
Helen
go.
Frink on the show. Helen Frink, who is normally our guest host for Frink's sake.
For
For
Frank's sake.
Frank's sake,
Yeah, I
that's
have a
your
segment.
That's
your
her segment.
Whoa! Why did
It's
other
my
people
end.
with segments on the show?
You're still special.
No, you're
You're still
special.
special, Dylan.
You're more consistent
So-
than me.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know.
But that's
I don't
because of
have
your
the-
schedule. That's
I know.
only because of your schedule. So
It's
she
okay.
is here to talk about 225 Fest. Before we do that,
so
though,
excited.
I am actually very excited about that. Isn't it great to be back to a place where we can have events?
Festival season is my favorite season.
I will say, I know I've said this before. I'm saying it on the record. Wingamania is coming.
Yes.
Spring is over. The prices should start dropping.
Wingamania is coming. Wingamania is coming. There's been meetings. So before we jump in, shout out to the Borkart Law Firm. They're the They're the firm that makes this show possible. Good thing my boss lets me be here.
That's incredible. I still every time you bring it up, it's like a single teardrop.
Your heart grows two sizes.
Whole firm is behind you.
BorghartLawFirm.com.
How do you spell that?
BORGHARDT.
Ooh, silent D.
The D is silent.
But not
I
in the
am
courtroom.
Not in the
You need to. That needs to be your subheader.
so-
you need to make some money off of that.
So actually, Brian will tell you there was a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours that worked for Lamar that would do the digital mock-ups on the signs, and you could put anything on there, and he did the D is silent.
Yes.
Borghardt Law Firm.
Man,
Not in the
But before we go off rails,
we've already gone.
GeauxRouge.com. You can watch all these episodes. You can see Helen whenever you want to on demand. That sounds a little creepy. GeauxRouge.com. But look, Dylan.
Yes.
225 Fest.
225 Fest.
All right, tell us all about it.
Let's take a guess of what the date is.
Oh my God, is it February 25th?
It sure
I
is.
did not
So-
know that.
Really?
That's
That was a
incredible.
good guess.
Yeah.
So,
Smart move.
yes, unofficially, people have celebrated 225 Fest, on social media, posting their favorite Baton Rouge photos, celebrating their love for my hometown, born and raised, never left.
Yes.
And so now Myra and a really great group of young professionals in Baton Rouge has stepped up to the plate to plan a festival, finally. So we're really excited for it. February 25th. It's a Saturday this year, so we're very fortunate with that. Perfect year to kick it off with, us really coming back, like you said, from COVID.
That's 1 week after Spanish Town, right?
Back. So it's like we're going to carry that Mardi Gras energy forward.
Yes.
You can do your Mardi Gras Day partying in New Orleans or elsewhere, and then you hold on to that spirit right into Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Capitol Park Museum.
Cost?
Free.com. Free.com.
What do we expect? What do we see there?
Lots of different things. We've got some performances. We've got some panels that I'll be hosting, so you can come out and see me talk on a microphone some
Helen
more.
hosting some more.
Get some great elected
Helen's a really good
officials out there. I can talk. There'll be some health fair.
Right.
Health fair, but you're good at talking right over him, so it works. Me too.
I had to learn how to do it.
That's what
I
makes
had
you a good
yeah.
co-host.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Just steamroll through Frans.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really great. We got some performances, co-celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So we'll have some celebrations of Baton Rouge hip hop. We have a great, strong history of music in the city, especially around hip hop. So we'll have some of those people you would recognize.
Any surprise guests? Anything you can talk about? Or, but you're saying if you don't see it, you'll feel like you got out.
Some people registered.
Sure.
Registration is not required, but encouraged so that we make sure we have enough resources.
Gotcha.
225fest.com. That's where you can see the event map. Yeah, 225. So that's where you can check out to find more details, see the event map, find out where you can park, things of that nature.
You guys are on Instagram also.
It's called 225 Fest.
225 Fest. That's where I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it popping up.
That's what he said. He said he's on social media.
I can't wait.
That's the goal. Get people out.
So when I last talked to you, you were doing one thing for a living. Can we talk about?
No, we can't.
Okay. But I'm
Do
still doing
do
that.
exciting
Next
things.
time,
Yes,
next time you come
Fridays we
on.
will stay.
Well,
We
listen.
finish.
Next time you come on,
Yeah.
you'll be in the new job.
Oh, man.
I think I know you. I don't know you. We're not besties. We used to be neighbors.
Yeah.
We're not besties.
I love that, by the way.
How would you feel?
Yeah.
How would you feel about having a crown? Do you feel good about it?
I have a crown. I have crown energy, but I just
crowns. You just don't have crowns.
actually making myself a disco ball headpiece for Mardi Gras right now. So
I have
yeah.
I'm doing lines of crown energy. Like
Wow.
Brian Haldane drinks energy drinks. I'm just saying it's
No, I'm definitely crown spirit. I would say pageants are not for me. I'm not the most like, as I stand here slouching with my denim on denim, like I don't have
Dude,
that
your Canadian
energy.
tuxedo's hot.
I know. This is my vibe lately with the Air Force Ones. That's the move. Anyway, I'll probably be wearing something very similar to this at 225 Fest. You can find out more about it at 225fest.
All the way back around. Yes.
Boom.
God.
Thank you for coming.
Yes,
Helen,
absolutely.
please come back.
Well,
It's been great.
my schedule is shifting. Well, Sunday nights are hard. I'm a woman with a very full social
This is the other thing.
calendar.
Yeah.
There are few people in this universe that could tell me, that could reach out to me and say, "Hey, I'm coming on Friday."
Well, he tried to fight me about it for the record. He called me and was like,
Whoa.
"Oh, you can't be there." And I'm like, "Well, you're talking about this week or next week? Next week I need to be
Helen
in
gets
New
what Helen
Orleans."
wants.
Helen was supposed to be on the show before.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened.
One time I got very ill, and one time Frans misread my text message and had me talking about 225 Fest.
Yeah.
weeks earlier.
We're still good.
It's
We're
fine.
still good.
Weeks, but we're all
Yeah, I'm gonna start sending him Google Forms to confirm.
Hey, do you want to be my? What's Google Forms?
I'm just
Hey,
mean like the
Do
queens you had to
use a
submit.
date to 225. Wait,
Yes. Yeah, of
Why?
course.
maybe double date.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Ooh,
sure. Yeah.
ooh,
That's a good idea.
Drama.
That's one of the viewers,
Well, dude, thank you, Helen
Yes.
Frink. Okay,
225fest.com.
225fest.com. Absolutely free event.
Helen.
So excited we're doing events again.
So nice to meet you.
Wingamania is coming. All right. If I could play the Ric Flair Nature Boy music, this
If
would
you
be
had
the
told
part.
me, I could have queued
This
that
is
up.
the part. Mitch Kimble, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here's the background.
Mitch Flair? Is that what you said?
As Mitch just casually just comes to the microphones, here's the story. I have never cared too much about my mattress. I'm just going to be honest. Never cared too much about my mattresses. I've never spent a lot of money on my mattresses. I'm a cheap mattress guy, Brian. And
It's a
somebody
mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Somebody said, Brian Haldane, shout out to Mornings with Brian Haldane, said you need to go see Mitch from BR Mattress. And by the way, you're going on this retreat. He's an axe brother. That's the phrase. That's the magical phrase.
An axe brother.
An axe brother.
Can
It's a
you-
retreat.
Okay.
We're going to get to that later.
Okay, gotcha.
So I go see Mitch. I never met him. Never met him. He's like, I know the exact bed you need. Gets
Whoa.
me into this bed, and I'm like, this guy sees sucker written all over his forehead.
Is
No,
this
no,
the
no, no, no.
Sutherland latex? Is this the one?
That's it.
That's the one.
So
Sorry.
So I lay in this thing. He makes me lay in it, which I
Yeah.
did not. He'll tell you, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He could read on me.
Excited.
I just wanted to get. I was literally to the point where I was like, take my credit card. Like, so I lay in this thing. When I tell you, it's a sleep game changer.
Yo.
Like getting full night's sleep. And then on top of that, the cherry on top was, by the way, you bought this nice mattress. I'm gonna throw in a special bamboo pillow. Everybody I talked to, get the bamboo pillow. I'm like, whatever, dude. What bamboo pillow? This thing, I feel like an astronaut. This thing with the mattress.
Yeah.
And so the reason Mitch is on, one, I think he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Mitch, just like you. Friends with Mitch, he's a cool dude. Second thing is, I want people to start spending a little bit more thought on what they're sleeping on.
Oh, we're talking about sleep.
We're talking about sleep.
Oh,
And
that's
people
exciting.
can
Yeah.
help us get more sleep. Because look, Brian Haldane is one of the hardest working dudes. He's one of the hardest working cats in Baton Rouge.
He's asleep
know
right now.
that.
He's actually
He's-
sleeping.
The point is especially if you live in a high octane job where you're not getting, like in a perfect world, you should be getting how much sleep, Mitch?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
It is true. I was waiting for some kind of like news buster, but it is in fact
So
Yeah.
8 hours.
we're going to start with Mitch. How did Mitch Kimble get into the mattress industry?
Uh, Well, I've been in the furniture business and the mattress business since 1986.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
And we've owned a couple of companies, and
Okay.
and I happened to land in the mattress business. Actually, it started in 2016, 4 weeks before the flood.
And we're specifically talking about Mitch is at BR Mattress. It's on Florida Boulevard.
Right.
4065.
Say more time.
4065 Florida Boulevard.
4065.
What's in memory, Mitch?
What's that near?
I've got that.
You got
It's
it.
not too far from downtown. It's
Okay.
on the, if you're coming from downtown, it's on the left side. It's before or after.
You call it Mid City.
Yeah, it's mid.
Yeah, it's in between. Yeah,
Yeah.
in between. Great,
Yeah.
great location.
Great little
All
strip
right.
mall there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different things in play, but you go in.
Wait, give me some more landmarks. I'm legitimately curious. I'm not just doing this for the listener. What else is it by?
It's called Google Villain.
I know, but I am kind of doing this a little bit for the listener.
So
right? Like, yeah.
it's in Mid City on
Okay.
Florida, but it's not terribly far from like Acadian.
It's in Acadian.
Between Foster and Acadian.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Yeah,
right.
that's what I
you
mean.
get into this place, right?
Yeah.
And like I didn't know anything about mattresses.
Yeah.
Like, did you? I mean, honestly, do you know anything about mattresses?
I've learned a little bit in the past year because it became important to me, and so. But I actually just got a topper. Because I'd already bought a mattress that was not
Dude.
good. It was too soft. I had to do a
Dude,
push up every time I wanted to turn over.
My mattress has and how many year warranty on it? 12
4 years.
Sorry.
4 years.
years of warranty on it.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't know this. He
doesn't.
doesn't know this. He and I are going to be talking later about a device I can put on my bed that will actually vertically lift up the mat. Like I've been told. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Okay, so you walk in. You
Yeah.
didn't know anything about it. So walk me through the experience, man, because you've got different types of mattresses.
So Sutherland is our main brand. That's our inline brand, and we probably have about 25 of their beds.
Okay.
And they've been in business since 1893, probably the best manufacturer I've ever seen in the business. I mean, they really do it right.
And that's coming from, what is that, like 30 years in the mattress game? Like multiple different furniture companies, and this is still the favorite, preferred partner.
Well, I tell you, I've had every mattress that you can imagine.
Heard.
And so I have a Sutherland bed. And it's, I go to sleep with my back hurting. I wake up, I'm fine. If anything's hurting, I wake up, I'm fine. And I sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep. I don't toss and turn. I never get hot. And
that's the weird. I got to tell you, that is the thing. So when I lost all the weight, I used to get freezing cold. And so I layer on a lot. And what that would do is, not to get into specifics, but I would sweat.
Sure.
Freezing cold all the time.
How much more specific were you going to get? That's a specific.
But this mattress, this mattress, I'm not just saying this. Like it has reduced the sweat game. It's crazy. So
a lot has to do with it's copper infused.
Oh, there it is.
And copper acts as a conduit, so it's going to pull the heat away from your body. Yeah. And they have vents all around the mattress and pushes the heat out. So,
Brian, you've got a BR mattress bed, right?
I do. Mine, I've had it for about 3 years now. It's still like it's brand new. Right. Mine is not a Sutherland. Mine is a Sealy Sealy Beauty Rest Black Label.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bougie here. My bed, when I ordered it, when I paid for it, was custom made. Like I didn't walk out of the place with the mattress. Like Mitch looks at me and goes, "They're gonna make your mattress now."
How does that work? Did you have to go to a website and design it?
No. I ordered it, so it takes 5 days. But when you get it, it's 5 days old. It's not been in the warehouse.
Whoa!
In plastic, they
brought it to the house.
Yeah.
They set it up for me. They made sure everything was fine. I mean, it was amazing. And in fact, I don't know if you do this for everybody, so I'm hesitant to say it. I actually had a temporary mattress until that mattress came in. They were like, "Well, do you have a mattress to sleep on?" And I'm embarrassed to admit, I was like, "No, dude."
What were you sleeping on?
I had a couch.
Oh,
I had just moved houses.
Frans.
Remember, I didn't.
Yeah.
And so
this isn't the new place. This is when you moved out of Baton Rouge.
This is like
the new place.
I'm still in Baton Rouge.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Debatable.
So I'm in Egypt.
Yeah.
Mean streets of
St. George. I'll say it.
Am I in St. George?
Yes,
I'm in St. George.
Definitely in St. George.
I think I am. Anyways, so point being, BR mattress. I mean, dude, but that's not why he's here though.
No.
So I am a reader. Like you, I read a lot, and I know Mitch reads a lot.
Yeah.
I know Mitch reads a lot.
Really?
Mitch is one of these guys. He's the Renaissance guy.
Yeah.
And he tells me,
Wait, what are you reading, Mitch?
Well, I'm reading right now. It's a book by Brad Petrie. It's a spiritual book.
Oh, okay.
Pretty phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that the name of the book? Pretty phenomenal.
No, it's spiritual.
Okay.
It's a spiritual guide.
Great.
There's a couple other words in there, but
yeah.
I'm never good at remembering titles.
No, that's all right. I was super curious.
So I saw Mitch, and I was like, "Hey, man, I got a problem. Nothing wrong with the pillows. Pillows are great to sleep with. Nothing wrong with the mattress. Mattress is great to sleep with. But I read before I go to sleep. That's kind of my ritual. Is I get into bed, and Brian, I don't know about you. I mean, do you get into the bed and you're just like, bed is for bed, or do you do a little bit of reading, or
no, so the TV's usually still on. We set the sleep timer. So I put the TV on Pandora Music on like a relaxing channel, and that is on its own thing, and the TV will eventually go off.
Okay.
But I try to read. And so what I was having was I have a hardwood back board. And so it was just like I was not comfortable. I couldn't like read on there. And so I was like, dude, I need a solution. And so he comes up. Of course, they make a pillow for this, right?
Right. This is the wedge.
This is the pillow wedge.
The pillow wedge.
Dude, it is
so
like
excited.
so it's a triangle.
I need that.
Okay. It is made out of what material?
It's gel memory foam.
Okay.
And it's got a velour cover. So it's going to keep you cool, but soft and kind of, it's pretty amazing.
And this is all you need is the pillow. So like I don't have a backboard, right? Like I'm just on a platform. Like I use the wedge and like that should prop me up enough to...
I'll show you a picture of it.
So this one, and there's different, by the way, there's different sizes. So like this one, you can have it horizontal, so it's long, or vertical. And the vertical one is good because you can put your pillow next to it and kind of lean on it. And it's a different like angle than if you have it. It is like sleeping at an angle though. You could, I haven't fallen asleep on it yet, but I can see that happening at some point because often what will happen is I will read and get to the point where, dude, this thing is a game.
This looks different than what I was imagining. It's like a.
He gave me, because I'm a big dog. He sold me the big one, right?
Nice.
But I mean,
That's amazing. Well, I mean, when I was sick a couple of years ago, I have one at home, and I'm gonna tell you what the thing came in handy.
Thing comes with a velour case to it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm an info commercial this, but it's really the reason I'm having Mitch on is one, great guy, but also, man, sleep makes things so much better.
Right.
What's up, Brad?
Well, I don't want the show to run out without him going back to 2016 for just a minute because this is a very important part of the entire story.
Okay.
What happened in 2016?
Well, the flood. You know, we had the flood, yeah. And then, okay. Well, we, you know, we just opened up, and then next thing you know, the flood hit. Everybody was going crazy. I had thousands of mattresses at that time, and so people were just coming in, and we started developing relationships with people. And, you know, met a lot of people that kind of jump-started our business. But, you know, we helped a lot of people, and we saw a lot. We went through it with, you know, the ups and downs, and, you know, trying to help people out through their hard times for sure.
Man.
And we also were out there pulling people out of the water and putting them in our boats and stuff like that. So
Really?
it was really an ordeal.
Were you in one of the affected areas, or were you?
I didn't flood whatsoever.
Okay.
But I did see a lot, you know, a lot of water. But anyway, that's the past. But that's how we got here. And
Gotcha.
met a lot of friends and getting a lot of people back in that flooded that are coming back and saying, okay, I want the mattress that I really want. You know.
Right.
Don't let a humble man tell this story. Mitch touched more people's lives after the flood than I could count, and I'm like all in because my mom was one of them. My mom was on the back half of Sherwood that got it real bad, and our brother Lucas was the one who delivered it to her. But when you've lost everything in the flood, and you've got somebody who comes in, isn't worried about turning coin, isn't worried about making a profit at this time, it's like, let's get Baton Rouge back on its feet. And of everything on that checklist, everything on that punch list, you've got to think of in order to get your house back in order, in order to get your life back in order to put your head down at night, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
The mattress comes in handy, and Mitch was all over the damn place.
Think about it. It really,
wow.
The mattress is always like the most underplayed component of the house, and it's probably the most
vital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third of your life. Right?
Mattress and oven. Those two things, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, dude.
Yes.
Dude, talk to me. Back at BR Mattress, like, if I don't know anything about mattresses, like Dylan knows a little bit about mattresses, but if you don't know anything about mattresses, what's the best advice you can have?
Oh, you get special treatment, man. I'm gonna take you in there. I'm gonna see what's hurting. I'm not gonna just sell you anything.
He did actually, by the way, for the record, he did actually ask me several questions about sleep pattern. He asked me questions about, like, do you have back issues? And I'm like, no, dude, I flip-flop a lot. Now, the snoring factor, as I lose the weight, when I'm at my skinnier weights, I don't snore, apparently. But when I start gaining weights, or if I'm smoking a lot of cigars, I snore a lot. But this mattress, I don't, like, it's hard to explain. Like, I know that I'm not flopping as much as I normally do.
Interesting.
It's made for you to actually to sleep on top of the mattress. But actually, they had scientists involved whenever they were putting this mattress together. And so they've done a tremendous job, and the value's there, you know.
Yeah.
But if you want to come by, I mean, we have closeouts. You know, I do a bunch of closeouts and things like that. But I try to get people a premium bed at a great price.
So I told the pageant queens downstairs, the hardest part about meeting and getting stuff from your shop at BR Mattress is now that when I travel, I'm not joking, dude.
Yeah.
I'm buying. He has a twin brother. I told his twin brother the same thing I'm about to say on the radio is I need to buy another pillow because when I travel, I'm putting that pillow in the car because I cannot use a hotel pillow now.
Yeah.
It just really, well, we're almost out of time. Mitch, I did a lot of the talking, which is not unusual. But I wanted to get you on here. You're gonna be coming on the regular. I want people to have the same sleep experience I've been having. Brian's obviously Brian's obviously a fan.
I mean, you go in there, you lay down. It's a little awkward when his hand rubs across your midsection. But you do get a feel for sleeping when you get there.
Process.
Do you sell, last thing, do you sell the big pillow if you want to cuddle with the pillow? What's the big pillow? The body
pillow.
Yeah, body pillows. Yeah, we get those. Yeah, we sell those as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Mitch Kimble, BR Mattress. One more time. If I want to find you, Mitch, where am I going to go?
40654. And look, I want to thank you guys for having me.
Oh,
man.
no.
Great,
Mitch,
man.
Mitch,
Thank you.
Mitch, you're a good human being. Brian has already expressed one of the many reasons you are. I know you from other circles. Glad you're here. Look, guys, we're about out of time. If you want to see this episode or other episodes of the GeauxRouge radio show or GeauxRouge YouTube show, go to www.GeauxRouge.com. You can watch all our episodes on demand. I think we're also on the YouTube channel, on demand episodes. I'm going to start posting more frequently. I don't always post them all on there, but they're like 95% of them are on there. So we are going to be giving that some TLC, but dude.
Great show.
Mattresses, Queens, 225 Fest.
225 Fest.
Do you want to talk about Wingamania? We can talk about Wingamania next week.
Oh, next week, yeah, for sure. I want to be a judge.
You want to be more than a judge.
I want to be more than
Toast
a
Toast that sponsor. Talk to you guys later. Have a great week. God bless. Tell YouTube goodbye. Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
You absolutely.